big game this weekend in the Premier League. Bournemouth hosting Tottenham at the Vitality.
Should be a good one.
We've been poring over all the pre-match analysis, crunching the numbers, and we're going to arm you with all the need-to-know info, so you can sound like a total Premier League guru.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, are they really giant killers this season? Or are Tottenham going to bring him back down to earth? Let's get into it.
Yeah, Bournemouth are coming into this one after that pretty convincing win against Wolves, 4-2.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
They got off to an absolute flyer, too. 2 penalties in the first 18 minutes.
I was going to say, 2 penalties. It's got some kind of record, right?
It's definitely not something you see every day, but the odds of that happening
I was reading that,
are astronomical. Really set the tone for their attacking mindset, which, has been a bit of a hallmark for them.
It makes you wonder, can they keep up that intensity against a team like Tottenham?
Yeah.
Especially with, all the fixtures coming up in December.
That's a great question. Because they did also, have that slip up at home against Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton got the better of them there.
Which, raises questions about their consistency.
Yeah.
Semenyo's return will be a boost for them. But it's all about whether they can, perform at that level week in, week out, especially against the top sides.
That's a good point. And speaking of consistency, or maybe lack thereof, Tottenham have been a bit up and down themselves, haven't they? That draw against Fulham,
yeah,
the fans were not happy.
Yeah, I mean, you can understand the frustration. They've really struggled to find any sort of rhythm this season. And part of that, I think, has to be the injuries. It's really limited their options.
Postecoglou was saying in the press conference, he's basically having to make tactical decisions based on who's available. Not ideal when you're trying to get into that top 4.
No, not at all. And, if you look at their form, they've had those big wins, right? They beat Bournemouth twice away last season. Yeah. And then they destroyed Man City 4-0. So the potential is there. But when you look at their away form overall this season, 2 wins, a draw, and 3 losses, it's not exactly screaming consistency.
So which Tottenham team is going to show up? The one that can smash Man City, or the one that looks a bit lost on the road?
I wish I had a crystal ball for that one. But in terms of players to watch, for Bournemouth, I'd say keep an eye on Evanilson. He's been in red-hot form
Such a key man.
Since joining. Got the winner against City as well. Shows he can handle the pressure.
He does love a big game. And, on the Tottenham side, I think it's interesting that Solanke is facing his old club.
Yeah.
I bet he'd love to get one over on them.
Oh, yeah. There's always that extra bit of motivation when you're playing against your former team. And he's been in decent scoring form, too, so that'll be an interesting battle to watch.
Or before we let you go, got to hit us with that stat, the one that's going to make us sound like we really know our stuff.
All right. Well, 6 of the last 9 matches between Bournemouth and Tottenham have seen over 3.5 goals. So if you're a betting person...
Place your bets, folks. Sounds like this one could be a goal fest.
It really could. So what do you think will be the deciding factor in this one? Bournemouth's home advantage and their attacking flair, or Tottenham's individual talent if they can find some consistency?
Oh, man. That is a tough one. I mean, we've talked about Bournemouth, how well they've been doing at home, and their, hopes for Europe. Tottenham's inconsistency, those key player battles, and we've even got the stats on our side. I guess we'll just have to wait and see who comes out on top. What a game it should be, though.
Can't wait.
Should be an absolute cracker.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers.
Enjoy the match, everyone.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next week to break it all down.
Yeah, then.
See ya.